there everyone. Today I'm going to be working on my 2012 Toyota Sienna. It is due for a serpentine belt change. So we're going to be replacing the serpentine belt, and I'm going to be showing you how to accomplish that task and hopefully save you a few bucks by not having to go to the dealer or to your local repair shop. If you're new to the channel, my name is Rich and welcome. I hope that you will find this video useful, and if you like it, please hit the like button or subscribe to my channel. You'll get updates when I post them. To start off with, you're going to need a new serpentine belt. So I was able to get one from Rock Auto, and no plug for them. I was just able to get a good price from them on that. And the part number that I got was a 5070610, and that will work for a 2011 to at least a 2017 Toyota Sienna with a V6. I believe all of them have a V6 between those years. But in any case, this is the one that I was able to get. It's a DAYCO, and it's an OEM quality belt. Just make sure you're getting a decent belt. So once you have that, really that's the only thing you need. Sometimes you might need to replace the tensioner pulley or the spring that's associated with it. I'm not doing that on this particular replacement. I'm just going to be replacing the belt. So let's go ahead and pull the van in, and we'll go ahead and get started, and I'll show you the steps to complete this job. Okay, so I brought the car into the garage, and the first thing that we need to do to remove the serpentine belt, you need to go ahead and take off the passenger side tire. It's just going to make things a whole lot easier. There's an access panel behind the tire that you need to pull off, and that'll allow you access to the serpentine belt and the crank pulley and the belt tensioner pulley so that you can loosen the belt from the vehicle. Okay, so we got the wheel off, and the next step is to remove this plastic panel that's right here, and you're going to need to use a 10mm socket to remove these two nuts, and then this needs a plastic clip remover to remove this plastic clip that's here. Okay, so this plastic clip, it's got an outer edge and it's got an inner circle, and you need to lift that little inner circle. You got to pop that loose before you can get the outer edge out. So that comes out, and now the whole thing will come out. So now we can actually access the belt itself. So there's the serpentine, and it'll allow us to, bring the belt around the crank pulley and make the necessary movements to get it to fit over all the various pulleys. I want you to get a good look at this because it's hard to do the work and show you what I'm doing. But so right here, this is the tensioner pulley right here, and you want to put a wrench on this bolt right here and turn it counterclockwise to take the tension off. And as you turn this counterclockwise, this little hole right here is going to line up with this back hole in the case of the actual block of the motor, and you'll be able to put an Allen wrench in there and wedge this tensioner pulley in the loose position so that you can get the belt off without having to hold tension with the wrench. That Allen wrench just pushed in there, or a pin or something that's hardened steel that's thin enough can go in there and keep tension off of the pulley itself while you work to get the belt off of there. And then once you have it off of there, you can put the new belt on and reverse the process. So it's 14mm, and you gotta get it up in here And then I've got this Allen wrench that I'm going to put right in here. And when it gets past a certain point, when I torque on it, it's going to catch into this back area here in the block. And that'll keep tension off of the belt so that I can work on it. So we just need to twist this until it gets to that point, and then we can just push that in, and then now there's no tension on the belt. So that's in there, and we can remove the belt from the bottom side, take it off of. Now, one thing to do is to make sure that you're, if you're not familiar with the belt, is to take a picture of the belt and how it's configured so that you don't forget how to put it back on. Because if you don't remember, you'll have a heck of a time trying to get it back on. I'm just going to take it off of this idler, this tensioner, and then it'll come off everything else. There we go. And now it can come off of the water pump as well. Okay. And now it just comes right out. So I've got the new belt, and I need to fish it down through here. I pulled it out through the bottom, but to be able to get the belt onto the alternator pulley, which is right here in the AC compressor, kind of need to do it from the upside, and then I'll connect the bottom side after I get these around those accessories. So we're just gonna kind of fish it down in through here. And there's no real great way of doing it. You just kind of have to fish it down through and kind of get it wrapped around both of these accessories first. And they don't have to be, it doesn't have to be tight on there. You just need to make sure that it stays on there, and it's the ribs are lined up with the ribs of each of the accessory pulleys. Alright, so now I need to get it, it's around the alternator, but I need to get it around the AC compressor. So it's a little bit of back and forth, so we'll probably have to go down below and try and get it to fit. Alright, so I'm around the AC compressor and around the crank, and it's back around the water pump. We just need to make sure that it's still around the alternator. Yeah, and it is. So that's good. So the last thing, once we get it around the water pump, we have to go and have it go around the tensioner pulley before we tighten it back up. So let's see if we can get it to go around the tensioner pulley. Okay, I think I got it on there. We just need to let's take that bolt off. See if that tightens it up. That looks good. I made sure that all the ribs are on the appropriate, that they're on the pulleys. So we can go ahead and put this plastic cover plate back up on. Put this plastic clip back on as well. And put the centerpiece in. And that locks it into place. And now we just put the wheel back on. And we'll be all set. Okay, so that's it. It's complete. I was able to put the wheel back on and then torque the lug nuts to spec. I do 83 foot-pounds for the lug nuts. Fairly straightforward, not really difficult to do. Probably took a lot longer because I was filming than if I were just doing it on my own. It'd probably only take me about a half hour to 45 minutes to get it accomplished. A little bit of finagling to try to get the belt on, but other than that, it's a fairly easy project that most people can do with some basic hand tools. Even if you don't have an impact wrench, it's something that you can do. So hopefully this was helpful to you. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments section below and I'll try to answer them as I can. Okay, this is going to do it for this one, everybody. All right, take care. I'll talk to you in the next one.